Oh my god. This is crazy. Um, so this is not like like an actual mental breakdown cry. This is a very controlled, beautiful cry. So I was just, I finished the Song of Achilles, and Jesus Christ, that novel is sad. Oh, gay romance. Why can't the gays just be happy, man? Oh, dude, I meant to like read one chapter a night, but like everything was so like the last couple of chapters of that book are so like one after the other thing. By the way, I know the lighting's terrible, dude. I'm too emotional for a ring light right now. So the last chapters is very much go thing by thing by thing. And oh my god! Why can't the gays just be happy? Why does it all have to be so much turmoil, man? It's so awful. Yeah. So the last chapters are just very much like a sequence of events. So I just kept reading and reading and reading and reading, and I don't even know what time it is now. I could probably check my phone. I think it's probably like 2 a.m. I started reading the book at like 12:50, and that whole 12:50 to 2 a.m. bawling my eyes out. Which is really good because I haven't cried like this in a really long time. So I haven't cried this hard over like something made up like in ever across my time of video games and video game romances and video game deaths and movies, all 8 seasons of Game of Thrones, Euphoria seasons 1 and 2, all the fucking things that I've seen. I don't know if I've cried this long before. But, yeah, it's just a really, up and down book, and it just, like, you just, yeah, it's just really fucking sad. Like, this isn't a review. I'm not reviewing Song of Achilles right now. I don't have the emotional bandwidth at this time to do any of that shit. But God, these books fucking ruin me, man. Because they portray these such beautiful ideas of, like, gay romance, right? And then I come out of this, like, bubble of, like, fantasy from these books and these movies and stuff that are so beautiful. And, like, and then I realize that I'm not living in that world, babe. This is, like, so you have, like, the books where the men, this beautiful knight in shining armor comes into your life and just for some reason chooses you regardless of your flaws, this, that, and the other thing. And for some inexplicable reason, he just loves you regardless and is ready to die for you, right? That's book world. Real world, this is how the average, like, conversation on Grindr goes. Hi, how are you? Send me your hole? What? It's just like, what the fuck is this? These books set this unrealistic expectation for me that this life is going to happen for me one day, and it's not, and it's bullshit. Oh, it was such a good book. It was such a good fucking book. And now I don't have the book anymore. Oh my God. So I need a new, like, gay book to get into, like, ASAP. But that one was so good. Yeah. What the fuck is that out there? Oh, God, I don't know. But, yeah. Because I read, like, Giovanni's Room before this, and that book was much more, I guess, cerebral of a read. A little bit more bleak of a description of gay romance. Of just about, like, how someone's inner shame can stop them from living the life that they're meant to live with the person that they're truly in love with. This is just, like, just it's a terribly tragic but beautiful story of two men that are in love with each other, and it is just, like, I am demolished. It has ruined me. Yeah, I strongly recommend it as a read. Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. For anyone who doesn't know what this is, I'm sure most people do know what it is. It's a pretty popular book. I know I'm a bit late to the gay train of this book. But it's basically a telling of the... It basically follows the timeline of the developing relationship between Greek legend Achilles and his companion, and it follows them from when they're young boys up to when they reach adulthood, and what comes of their relationship over their time meeting, getting to know each other better, going to the mountains on a educational journey, and then eventually the Trojan War, and then a lot of things go down there. And in a world that's so separated from reality with all the Greek mythos and things like that, it's so very much able to keep you grounded in the very real and relatable feeling of this relationship between these two people. And not because it necessarily, and based on what I said earlier, it doesn't feel real or relatable for me at all, but it doesn't feel... What I like about this book is it doesn't feel like a gay romance, so to speak, because a lot of gay romance books are about, like, gay suffering. There's suffering in this book, but it's not because they're gay. It's just, like, Greek mythos suffering, as it be. But this book is just, like, the queerness is never really a center point that causes rifts or division with anything. It's just, like, it's not about... I don't think it doesn't necessarily... It just, like, transcends this idea of, like, a binary romance. It's not about, like, a man and a woman who are in love, or a man and a man, or a woman and a woman, or anything like that. It's two people being in love with each other. And I think that's always something that's really inspired me in media I've digested. But yeah, I'm really sad that I don't have that book to read anymore. But, you know, we'll add it to the collection. But yeah, it's a very strong, beautiful read. God, the ending just keeps on getting sadder. And I was not ready for all that. I was not ready for all that on tonight. I was meant to be getting up early tomorrow to potentially work a shift at work and maybe do some study. And then the gay people got in the way. As they always fucking do. All right. Yeah. And I wanted to keep this short and sweet, you know. But wow. What a book. Sexy, dangerous, and mystical, Bettany Hughes says. And it was all of those things. Song of Achilles. Give it a read. Fantastic.